Alright, welcome back to World of Warcraft. We're continuing the Hardcore Warrior playthrough on the official servers, and we're back at the crossroads because we want to complete a bunch of quests here in the Barrens and hopefully do the Wailing Caverns tonight. I doubt that we'll be able to complete the quests in the Wailing Caverns in one run, so I want to take care of some of the hides and serpent bloom and such, so we can complete everything tomorrow after the reset, which happens I think around 7 in the morning. That's actually fine. Also, don't really care for the staff we're actually using. This is the Seranium Rod, and it's a reward for a quest in Silverpine Forest. It's actually the Archmage in Ambermill. A priest needed help with this one, and I realized I also had it. It's the follow-up quest from the Dalaran Amulets. If you're spending time in Silverpine, you're definitely gonna have this quest. I decided to help the priest just to get the item to sell it, and realized that it was essentially 3 points of damage, of DPS, excuse me, higher than the Axe of Orgrimmar. So we're gonna be using that for a while. We also managed to grab the Grand Axe of Strength, but that was a random drop in the Dawning Isles off the coast. We also have dual wielding available to us, since we did reach level 20. Oh, this is Hezrul. In a silver vein. I'm gonna grab the silver. We're definitely gonna use that. And we need to turn in Varrog's head so we can grab the quest for Hezrul. Since we're gonna be here, just a single silver ore. So these slowly patrol around the oasis. Apparently they're moving anti-clockwise, so let's keep that in mind. Counter-attack. Could also do that quest. But of course this is after Hezrul. So we're gonna turn in this one. We're gonna be grinding some shells here. If we find someone for Hezrul, we'll attempt it. Taking on 3 enemies is debatable. With retaliation, maybe it's possible. But then again, we're gonna have to wait 30 minutes before we can use it again. I'm definitely a fan of the reduced cooldowns of the Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King. They reduced it down to 5 minutes. You may argue that it's a bit excessive, but maybe 10 minutes, maybe a happy medium. 15 minutes, at least that. I feel that 30 minutes is way too much for an ability like this. Even Recklessness and Shield Wall. I mean, in 30 minutes, if you need to use it in a dungeon because of a poor pool or a
blood and thunder,
just a mistake,
for
a fear,
the horde. Strength.
You either need to wait or simply not have it available for the rest of the dungeon. Yeah, let's ask around if anybody wants to go after Hezrul. We need to be there for not the Serpent Bloom, that's actually inside the caves. But for the cells for altered beings. Also need some horns and the Harpy Lieutenant. Okay. Honestly, it shouldn't be hard to find him. Unless someone already killed it. Which, you know, may or may not have happened. I'm gonna mention that we should be... actually well, we should be searching anti-clockwise because they're patrolling clockwise. Oh, found his corpse. Plus 9 to healing spells. Alright, that's a solid piece for an aspiring healer. Especially at this level. Can use this from level 12. Target done. So somebody has a high enough skill to craft it. So his rule just spawned. We're gonna let our friends know. And there we go. I'm going to ask if they want to do counterattack. It's an elite and we're gonna need all the help we can get. Okay, the druid doesn't want to do it because he's got a friend waiting. %, chance to miss. No, actually 40% less chance to hit. When you're doing some of the underwater quests, being an undead is definitely an asset. The other races by default get about 1 minute of underwater breathing. Excuse me, underwater breathing. So these scaly tails serve for about a silver. That's a decent price. You could sell these and make a profit. So maybe if you're trying to get some money, grind these. They're level 16. but I doubt there's gonna be much competition for them. Maybe because of all the layering. For a full server, at least according to the login information, you definitely don't see enough people. And now we're ready to move. The rogue is already there. I posted a message in case somebody else wants to do it. I doubt it that it's a quest many classes can solo. I mean, maybe if you're a bit tactical about it and you use the NPCs and you heal the NPCs, they might be able to take care of it for you. Or if you're capable of kiting a lot. A druid could probably do it just by using entangling roots. But it's gonna take a really long time. And I'm also looking forward to grabbing the Bounty Hunter's Ring. 3 agility, 1 stamina. I believe that agility is the most important stat for a warrior when you're leveling.
What do you need? Go with honor. Go forth to victory.
Let's equip that. Lots of people are trying to do this quest. Oh, that's a warlord. But who are they attacking? Horde defenders. Okay. Yeah, we're in combat. Is somebody kiting? No. This is gonna be a problem. Okay, a warrior is gonna join us. Can try to taunt. Right. There's the banner. Loot it quickly. And that's another quest done.
Lotar. Dabu. Go forth to victory.
And just like that, we're level 21. We got 25 silver for this one. Definitely glad we did it. Is a druid grinding? Maybe he's after the bracers. Not the best area to hang around, to be honest. Because when the event starts and stops, maybe they spawn and despawn. You might find yourself surrounded by the center. Now, talent points. I'm not really going to allocate anything else in the Fury tree. Piercing Howl is basically what we wanted here. You can go the dual wielding route, but it's not exactly powerful, especially when you're leveling. I think I'm gonna stick to a somewhat fast two-handed weapon. A slow one works as well. I just feel that the faster is a bit more forgiving when it comes down to large periods without rage. Let's get some chance to parry. And after that, we're gonna grab Tactical Mastery. This will allow us to retain up to 25 rage points when we swap stances. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before. It was changed in the Burning Crusade, I believe, where you get a skill available from the class trainer called Tactical Mastery, and that will allow you to retain up to 10 points. And if you want the 15 extra, that's actually a talent. But here, by default, you cannot retain any rage points. And that is pretty awful for a warrior. Definitely a part of the classic design that was a big mistake. Because it essentially taught warriors, unless they were deciding to go into the arms tree, that they really shouldn't swap stances, or at least wait for the rage to deplete. But in most cases, you want to swap stances to activate an ability, and it just ends up being anti-synergistic with everything. You want to use Pommel, for example, you swap to the Berserker stance, and now you're out of rage. Okay, I really should not be pulling two of these harpies. The ones we need are called not rock feathers, but slayers. Slowing poison. There's Bulg, the Tauren hunter, with a... I think that's a pet for Mulgore, right? What are they called? Cougars? Mountain cougars? Let's chew on that harpy. We're gonna recover health and keep killing these slayers. We're not lucky at this point. Or I should say, we're not lucky so far. We're gonna need 6 rings. And it might take a while. I also know that you can have a couple of tin veins spawning in this area. Around the dry hills. Probably something will spawn around Serena, further north. But we're not going there yet. There's a quest item. Let's use some daggers to pull these. And honestly, these wind callers are also really tough because they have a skill which is going to stun you for, I think it was 8 seconds. It's an absurd amount of time. A lot can happen in 8 seconds. Yeah, let me check. Are they going to use it? No, she was not feeling up for it. Oh, there's another one. Alright, that was unfortunate. The troll actually has a scarpet bit. You don't see a lot of these running around. Probably for good reason. There's a mage. It's an undead. Oh, it's a duo of mages. Pretty good class combination, to tell you the truth. You're gonna be competing for the same items, of course, but when it comes to completing quests and killing enemies, it's actually a blast. Something I definitely have to do is buy some higher level food. These roots do not got it anymore. They were good when we got them, but with 800 HP... Oh, there's an invisible one. I think that's an ambusher. I wonder if it's going to patrol around here. I lost sight of it for a moment, and I think it's gone. Definitely glad we swapped to this Serranium Rod, this staff. Because the Axe of Orgrimmar, even though it was very powerful for the level that you acquire it, just doesn't cut it at this point. So there's the ambusher. Okay, I think I marked the wrong enemy. That's okay. Never mind that. Okay, that is the ambusher. No, we lost sight of it. I don't see any Horde players around at this point. I don't know if it's a layer issue or if it just happened that everyone has completed the quest and moved on. So they're spawning everywhere. There's two to the right of us that were definitely not there before. I'm gonna deal with these two and start pulling them back, so that we have less of a risk to pull even more as they spawn. Okay, we got 2 more rings, 3 more rings. Hey, there's the ambusher. Should finish off the Slayer though. Okay, so these are level 18. If you come here at a lower level, yeah, these will shred you to pieces. Let's have a bite of Harpy. And is that a tin vein? Yes, it is. I think that pet was about to die. Yeah, that was an ambusher. And even more slayers. But we should be moving out of this area, since we only need one ring. I'm going to move towards Orgrimmar, essentially to the east, so we can try to grab the emerald that we need. It's called the Miner's Fortune. There we go. And I should also mark the raptor horns. We're gonna need 5 of these, and I believe... No, I'm actually certain that after the raptor horns, you get a quest for the whaling caverns. From the goblin there. Forgot his name. Is that a tin vein? No, that's copper. The hunter beat us to it. I could see the corpse of an orc. Just one more ring, come on. Nope. Right, we need slayers. Okay, so the priest pulled this one. If these would drop a few more pieces of wool cloth, I wouldn't worry so much about having to farm them for these quest items. But we're getting a lot of linen too, and I don't need that. What would be the best enemy to kill if we want wool? Not that we actually need it right now. My guess would be the enemies in the keep where the humans were in the Hillsbrad foothills. We've got a rescue mission there. Okay, and we got the ring. I forgot what the name was. Durnhold Keep. Which was also an instance in the Burning Crusade that you could access through the Caverns of Time, the escape from Durnhold. You have to help Thrall and some other captive orcs escape from this area. You even get to fight some Dragonflight members at the end. Was a pretty good one. Overall, I have to say, compared to the classic endgame dungeons, the Burning Crusade was definitely a step up. Wrath of the Lich King, I didn't really like the aesthetic as much, but it definitely had some good moments. But yeah, I would say the Burning Crusade was probably the peak of that design. Should pay a visit to the armorer here after we grab the tin vein. It's a little spot that you may not be aware of. There is a smith in the middle of nowhere. And you can sell items, you can repair. You can also purchase some decent mail items. But they're limited supply. We're gonna check though. We do have money. We've got 4 gold. Which I can't even believe. Feels like, yeah, well, it was yesterday when we only had 14 pieces of silver at level, what was it? 15. So mighty chain pants, that's a solid item. I can't really justify using all that money though. Because the gargoyle leggings from Ragefire Chasm were pretty solid as well. Okay, let's sell all these. I'm gonna sell the blood shards. The light feather is useful, but we just don't have the inventory space right now. Potions, could always buy these.
Strength.
So what is next? Let me open the map here. I'm gonna zoom... Well, I'm gonna zoom in a bit. We need some of these raptor horns, but I doubt there's gonna be enough for us to kill here. We might just have to go towards the camp. We have to do Consumed by Hatred either way. That's a solid quest, lots of killing. The quill boars will probably drop some decent items for us. We're gonna need the tusks and would also need to kill a specific number of them. Oh, 3 people? No, just a hunter and a rogue. Thrown weapon skill is 100. A warlock is looking for active guilds. We're gonna need that raptor. Honestly, I'm not even sure how I feel about the Undead Warrior with a staff. The animations look a bit funny. That was a thrusting attack. Normally it looks as if you're just smacking them on the head with the tip of the staff. And we get some sweeping strikes. Actually, I should have definitely healed there. Thankfully, there's nothing else approaching. That's a level 13 raptor. We can't actually loot a quest item from those. There's an orc warrior. Could try our luck with the escort quest here from the shredder operator, shredder pilot, Will Crank. Hey, there's a horde for us. Okay, we're gonna place that here. We also have the Horn of Echiaki. That's a name I definitely have trouble pronouncing. Yeah, we could go to the Boulder Lode mine and then... just go south as we loop back towards the crossroads. And come to think of it, I never actually picked up the Sam of Lands quest line. Yeah, that's a shame. But we did quest enough in Silver Pine Forest that it doesn't really matter. You can see a warlock fighting. Definitely a powerful class. The corpse of a female Tauren. Wait, that's also a Nork. No time to say a eulogy, I'm afraid. Anyone want to fight to the death? Asks a shaman in the chat. Of course, a hunter replies, "My pet would solo you." Which might be correct, actually. So this is the Sludge Fen. And I remember this being pretty much a nightmare of a zone. These enemies run away, and they run pretty fast. Now we're over level to the point where it doesn't really matter. Hope the pilot is actually there, because when somebody starts the event, yeah, nobody can accept the quest either. And of course, you can't really turn in the previous quest. Druid. Moonfire. Yep. Let's ask for an invite. There's a warrior here. Of course, we're actually doing the previous quest, but it doesn't really matter. All we need is a chance to be able to accept it. And then, while they do it, we can move on to the mine, try to get the emerald, and we can come back. So we're getting 22 experience, that's fine. Better than nothing. You know what? This is the perfect opportunity to try and level up our unarmed skill. We're currently at 23. These are easy enough that I don't feel bad about it. I wonder, did someone just start the event? I didn't see the shredder moving. But at the same time, I have no idea how long it's gonna take to respawn. There's a priest up there. Oh, that's the supervisor. Skill of 50. Right, that's enough punching. Yeah. That's not inspiring, to say the least. 5 minutes. At least 5 minutes. Well, yeah. At least 5 minutes. Overseer. Where did that come from? So it can be shared. The question is the supervisor going to respawn before that quest starts? That's a mercenary. That's a mercenary. I wonder where he is. No, they started. Oh, that's fine. We can leave the group. We should invite this warrior. Oh, she's already in a group. Should spawn somewhere around here, right? Okay, another warrior? No, it's actually a warlock. But where is Lugwhistle? I'm pretty sure I saw him spawning, or at least being on the lower level at some point. Maybe he actually spawns in the control room up here and starts to patrol down. Well, either way, we don't have much competition for it, since we are in a group. Someone's gonna tag him. There's a mercenary. So the mercenaries are ranged. What? So there's Lugwhistle. Alright, they killed him above. Let's loot the key. And we're good to go. Well, that's another Dredger. We're gonna leave the group. The Warlock was kind enough to invite us, and we made some progress. But I don't want to wait there for 10 minutes. We're gonna be back later, when we have the Cat's Eye Emerald, which we're gonna find... Oh, wait a minute. Are we gonna find raptors here? Pretty sure these are all Plane Striders. But maybe they share spawns. Either way, we know where we're gonna find the raptors. I wonder what the situation is going to look like at the mine. Someone's looking for a tank for dead mines. How do you even get to the dead mines? Running through Stranglethorn north into Duskwood honestly is kind of sketchy. Oh, you swim. They probably have a strategy. Let's try to invite whoever we can. How about the Hunter? No, they're already in a group. Something's back there. You know, I'm actually tempted about dead mines. We're level 21, so it should be good. But I want to focus on completing the quests here in the Barrens. We need to go to Thunder Bluff, and that's where we're gonna get the quest for the Wailing Caverns. Of course, another quest is a follow-up from the Raptor Horns, but since we're gonna be doing it tomorrow, I don't really mind about that one. But I definitely want to do the Leaders of the Fang right now. Are these in a group? Yeah. Yeah, that priest was a bit aggressive with the pulling. Maybe they've been trying to find the emerald for quite some time. They're getting desperate. I'm interested in the tin ore, actually. That's copper. So Magnus the Mage is actually out of mana. That's an enforcer. Okay, this might get a bit sketchy. Could definitely use a bite of food. Mage is drinking as well. We've got an overseer patrolling. And that's a warrior. I bet he also wants the tin. There it is. Mining skill of 118. We'll be able to mine iron soon. That's a good thing. Because we're gonna run into iron in both Hillspirit Foothills and Ashenvale. So Copper Plug is needed for a quest. I think this is the Sum of Lands quest, but we're gonna kill him either way. No emerald. Alright, can we move out? So there's a crate of food, excuse me, and a battered chest. mage definitely needs some water. We're gonna give him a moment. No, maybe not. And honestly, the loot from these enemies is even worse than the harpies. Even though they're higher level, these are 18. Then again, some of the harpies will also level 18. Still. Alright, where are we gonna find more enemies? We're definitely going to need the emerald. I agree with his comment. The drop rate is pretty atrocious. He's got a scimitar. Hey, there it is. Okay, that's one loose end tied up. I think he's off as well. Places to be, people to see. You know how it goes, and we need to go back to the sludge fin. But in all honesty, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. We've accomplished quite a bit. I'm going to wrap up the few quests remaining. I'm gonna wait until Whistlecrank Shredder is available for the escort. And I'll meet you back at the crossroads. Ideally with a group of Wailing Caverns ready. Hope you're enjoying the... excuse me. Hope you're enjoying the Hardcore Warrior playthrough. And I'll see you in the next part.